Should small businesses be allowed to stay open during a lockdown?
I think that all small businesses that are providing essential services, essential supplies, like what most of the grocery stores are having, even Walmart carries groceries, and they should be limiting the big box stores from selling stuff that aren't essential. This way, everybody has an equal opportunity to maintain their businesses inside of the essential supply chain, where they provide a great service to local people like myself who feel much safer in a smaller environment, and I can control when I go in based on the number of people I can actually see in a space, as opposed to walking down an aisle and being bombarded with 4 people coming down the wrong way.
I feel very sorry for them. I think I would like them to stay open with a little bit more restriction, but I think they need to be open to have a revenue every month, every week.
I would like to see everything, all the diligence that you could do to get rid of this darn thing, right? Get the vaccine, and in short term, if we got to suffer a bit more with whatever we got to do, I guess we got to do it.
Yes, I think so. And then the bigger ones should be shut down so that they get a better shot this time around.
A lockdown? Well, I don't know. A lockdown is a lockdown. I'd have to say no.
That's such a tough question. Likely, yeah.
If they can do it safely, I agree, yeah, they should stay open. If they can do it safely and have your social distancing or physical distancing, yeah.
But our numbers are just going up and up and up, so it's not working what we're doing.
Well, I guess if they're following the guidelines and maybe going over and above and beyond. I know I've been to a lot of big box stores where, like even yesterday afternoon at the Cornwall, there was quite a few people, and I would say that, and it's hard for them because they're in a mall, but I would say if they're following the guidelines to the strictest measure, that yeah, they should be allowed to be open.
You know what, I own some businesses, and I think that, hey, without customers, if they're not safe, we won't have customers as a business later on anyway, so why not lock down, have the government take over, pay for the people that can't support themselves, leave the essential services running so we're all safe, and when it's all over with, hey, we're back to business.
They took the risk to open their business, and if that income isn't coming in, they're going to lose that entire risk they took to open that business. I don't think it's fair to them.
You know, a lot of the smaller ones we go to, you know, they got somebody sitting by the door, they got a table there, they make sure your hands are washed, you know, you got your mask on. I actually feel better in some of those than I do going into Walmart or a superstore, to be quite honest, where there's 1,000 people you're sharing the air with.
I think that small businesses should be allowed to stay open. I think everybody is exercising proper precautions. People still have to earn a living. And I think that's one of the things that we need to understand is that everyone's doing their best to protect their business and themselves and their customers. But unfortunately, people are losing their livelihood. So I totally think they should be able to stay open.
100%.
Well, yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's imperative we try and support our small businesses. I mean, they're the backbone of our retail, and I personally, again, would rather support local and home and keep that revenue in the home province or the home country versus profits going elsewhere.
I think if we're going to lock places down, essential businesses should stay open. In this day and age, I think adapting in business is huge. And the better businesses can adapt. You know, they should be selling online if they can. You know, people are dying. It's hard to say. It's a tough decision for anybody. I think the government should be supporting people. I think that's the government's responsibility. And so if they have to shut businesses down, they should be getting financial support or whatever kind of support they need to maintain their employees and maintain their livelihood.
It's complicated, that's what I would say. So I don't know 100% what I think about it, like, because I haven't fully studied the data. Like, from a personal perspective, I understand the struggles, but from a long-term perspective of getting over this thing, I'm just not sure. That's my answer. I don't know.
I think with the number of cases that we have right now in Ottawa, it's probably okay. But if they start to increase again, I tend to support the lockdown measures.
I would feel more safe in a small store, to be honest. To be honest, it makes more sense. Like there's people there, they can see who comes in, they can monitor better. They actually care because they want to stay open and make money because it's their livelihood.
It's essential for them, for their livelihood, you know. That's what puts food on their plate at the end of the day. Maybe it's not like on a large scale like grocery stores or stuff like that, but for them it's very important, and I think they should have the right to remain open.
It's hard to say. I can't say for every single business because it really depends, right? You know, like I think like gyms and stuff like that, no, maybe. Like that's, but like restaurants, like how they're operating right now, you can just order out, things like that. There are ways around it for the most part, but I really feel like they really need some kind of federal a backbone, because like there's really nothing they can do at this point. We need some kind of help.